Oh man, look at the odds. 7.9 to 1.06. After that game 1 loss, Na'Vi have gone from like a 3 to 1 to an 8 to 1 pretty much. Insania Mickey swinging up top for now. And Koikfa still heading in towards mid lane as that lone druid.
You debated me, Gary.
I did.
Yes, you did. So yeah, they're gonna run Storm Spirit safe lane. It's doable, as I said. But after seeing their aggressive tri lane, I thought they're gonna go for it. But still, this is also a very good option for them. You have Lone Druid on the mid. He's getting solo experience, doesn't have any kind of problems with the farming. And your Storm Spirit should be okay. Especially if they decide to creep cut.
30 seconds to battle.
Well, they might still move out. We'll see where Insania actually heads. Hot pepper juice all over him. It went splat. He didn't manage to pass it over to Mickey.
There's a cool interaction between the pepper. It should be fixed. I don't know if it did, but I saw it on Reddit a day or two ago, where you just give enemy Phantom Lancer a pepper, and you know which one's real.
Yeah.
The battle
Any of those
begins.
illusion heroes. And there's also like the disco ball on top of Will-O-Wisp where you couldn't kill it off because you just started dancing around the disco ball. 3 bounty runes for Liquid. 2 down bottom. Insania snipes one out top lane. I'm taking in a decent amount of harassment here from So Bad Phoenix. He can turn around with a magic missile though if he wants to. Still just trying to give it the old run away. Get away from the Flappy Bird. Turns to stun. Has the salve. Shouldn't be dying here. Got to get back to the tower and to have that additional little bit of regen there. 5 armor and 3 HP regen. Insane, you just stay here. Don't waste just... No, he's got to go to lane. So we've got Crystallized PL down bottom with Ilias Bane. It's the Tiger Boxy combo, Shadow Demon and Centaur. Dual lanes coming through from Liquid. Mid lane Koikfa up against Magical Kunkka. And the safe lane Storm for Mickey with Insania helping him out against the Axe Phoenix classic combo, Mag and So Bad. A lot of damage over time here.
Yeah, Storm Spirit should not be struggling in this one. So far, he only missed 1 CS and has a full creep wave coming to him. Insania. Do they have something to unblock? The camp is not even blocked, so it should be okay.
Looks perfectly fine up there. A good start for the Kunkka mid though. 5 and 1. Koikfa resummoning that bear.
Bottom lane, Boxy in trouble.
Oh yeah.
That was close.
Tiger can now turn around potentially with a few more poison stacks. But Bane with a stick. And Phantom Lancer bringing out his. Going to mitigate a lot of the damage. Top lane, look at this. Mag. A turnaround from Insania and Mickey, getting that overload damage, slowing him down, but they can't follow through. They still know this Phoenix is level 1. No dive for So Bad. There's aggression on both of these side lanes. Everyone trying to find that little bit of weakness, exploiting it while they can. And now Phoenix is level 2. Shouldn't be in that much trouble. Got to keep in mind Insania here with the 2 mangoes is always going to be able to burst regen a little bit on that mana, throw out a magic missile, chip away at Mag.
Storm Spirit is very low on mana. You still want to go for bottle, even if you're playing safe lane Storm Spirit to have that extra regen going. Right now, he's just bringing Null Tally, 2 mangoes, sending the courier back, wants to pick up something else, couple of tangos. What is he sitting at? 2 tangos at the moment, 1 running, can also eat 1 more branch to get the maximum value out of it.
Oh, Nightmare bottom. They turn with a 2-man stomp though. Shadow Demon Disruption into the combo. Boxy retaliate. Lots of right-click damage as Crystallized gives chase. Boxy gonna get lanced here unless he can juke through the trees and salve back up. Crystallized doesn't get the vision on him, and Boxy with some really nice jukes here, breaking the ankles of Crystallized, and it looks like Centaur should be able to get out of danger.
A lot of regen brought to this bottom lane. Boxy, 2 healing cells, a lot of tangos on Shadow Demon going for Tranquil Boots straight away. And those 2 Sages Mask, we saw that already. Coming out from Taiga's position for Shadow Demon, who's spamming Shadow Poison. It's 2 extra mana regen per second for 450 gold.
Dropping up at top lane. Gets back to his tier 2 again. Looks like he'll make the walk back to Fountain. This gives Storm Spirit a lot of free open space now because Mag is cutting waves. Phoenix looks like he should be in the position here just to try and zone and harass the Storm. But Mickey, under his tower, shouldn't have too many worries.
Yes, X marks the spot.
Mid lane pretty even between the two. Magical. Let's have a look at net worth quickly. 1800 against the 16.5. So yeah, looks like it's still very tight. Bottom lane again, Boxy and Tiger. Pairing up onto the Ilias Bane, this disruption into Stomp with Boxy, holding the retaliate stacks just to get the snipes. Killing off this Bane who is struggling. And this means now Crystallize
Dire's top tower.
gonna start
is
losing
under
out on a little bit
attack.
of farm as finally Na'Vi get themselves on the board with a kill on the Vengeful Spirit. Bane coming in for round 3. Boxy is a hit away from death, but again, he's not found his way through the jungle. Tries to juke around, but the doppelganger breaking the trees there makes it easy for Crystallize.
Boxy just wanted to use double edge to get the maximum harassment before he dies. You talked about the mid lane. Woikwa is about to hit level 6. So did Kanka. Kanka has no mana, has no X mark to spot play. He already used it, so that means that he needs to run back to the base.
Oh, Mickey with a great play. So bad. Pops his stick. Mickey still standing his ground. It looks like the spin or a hit will finish him off. That was so close to Mickey potentially finding 1 or even 2 kills there with a rotation from Tiger. Mag, he's fine with 10 stick charges, even though 4 poison stacks meet him. I think Mickey there thought he had a little more backup. Vengeful Spirits lurking in towards mid. Getting some observer wards down.
Dire's top tower is
Magical
under attack.
at level 6 has a boat. And with Shadow Demon rotating top, now Boxy's left alone down here with a catapult wave.
I want to see what kind of build Woikwa decides to go for this game. Usually it always is Mask of Madness into Deso. But you're playing against Phantom Lancer, so he might swap and try to go for Ratty build.
Disruption in towards mid. Koikva has a Savage Roar, the boat's thrown in. Magical turning with a Tidebringer double damage hit.
Lively now.
And it
Your
looks like
admiral is
Liquid
on
gonna have to
board.
give up on that kill attempt. So Na'Vi holding out across all 3 of their lanes. Doing a little better as... Oh, Entangling Claws. Magical, gonna throw the Torrent. Gets dodged out, and Koikva, all he needs is a root here as Magical. Oh, that's a lot of damage onto the actual hero. Koikva gonna get found with the Savage Roar. Pushes Bane back, but the click from Ilias, projectile already in the air. Good
That's
rotation.
big. Koikwa does not have Spirit Bear for 70 seconds. So you
That's a
have a
big
hero with 0 items. 3 TP scrolls, okay.
Does that count? Oh, Phoenix. He's already used dive. Looks like the Vortex mid-air again. Mickey so good at catching and just dragging, picking out that Phoenix from the Icarus dive.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Mag still pushing damage, yeah.
Also use the glyph.
Magic
the-
missile.
Damage.
Storm so close to level 6. I would love to have Ball Lightning here. Sunray comes out and Mag is fine. I just wonder if Mickey had maybe, stopped for a second to kill off the range creep, get level 6. That
Dire's
could have
middle
been
tower
a
is under
guaranteed
attack.
kill. Close regardless. As Ilias with Magical coming in with a Torrent boat. Disruption's ready and so is the Stampede. Boxy getting his
now-
SD out of danger.
They get from the Stampede 2 heroes also
It
running
feels
top
like the salt sea air.
because of it. Managed to get away safely.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mickey still being dived under tier 1. Na'Vi definitely causing a lot of problems here for Liquid. And they're going to be able to play so much quicker with this Kunkka from the mid lane. Axe, working on that Blink Dagger as Boxy nightmared up. Stomps away the Phantom Lancer and his illusions. I don't believe they'll be able to bring him down here, even with Lance and a Brain Sap. Tanky old Boxy walks back to his tower and he's perfectly fine.
Having raindrops in this lane is very valuable. I've said it in the previous game, whenever you play against Bane. His Brain Sap doesn't deal that much damage, which also means that he's not regening up that much. 3-man rotation to the top.
Yeah, onto the Phoenix. Vortex him before the dive comes, but so bad, retreating. And Mag sticking around, banished by the disruption. Magical does X-Mark Insania into that torrent. So Liquid punished for their crimes in that top lane.
Radiant's middle tower
Proving that this magical Kunkka is a threat that right now they don't have an answer to. He's got Urn, he's got a couple of charges out of that fight top lane.
Huge stack. Liquid is the team that's, I believe, stacks the most creep camps. Look where Storm Spirit is farming right now.
Yeah.
Oh, he even finds Arcane Ring plus Faded Brooch. I believe he's just gonna keep the Arcane Ring, and he finds Mango Tree. Man, talk about perfect items when you have Storm Spirit in the game. And this stack is, I mean, this camp's also stacked.
Gold for my chest.
I can't believe what he just found, actually. Bane being found by Boxy. No Nightmare here. There's that 2 more retaliate hits. Can he get it? Phantom Lance is coming in. The Fairy Fire and the turnaround. Boxy. He's got raindrops. He's going to drop himself, though. As Crystallize does find that kill, while Mag picking off Tiger with the help of Magical. Again, this pairing of heroes. Causing issues for Liquid.
Bottom lane, they found Crystallize. That's a big kill. Just shutting down Phantom Lancer before he can get that Diffusal Blade. He also finds a very nice item for himself. That's the item that you want to have. Extra attack speed and the chop. Works against the Ancients. I'm talking about the Iron Talon. Now Koikwa puts a lot of pressure on the mid lane. Bane is still level 5, but there's the rotation from Axe.
Lone Druid. Under this tier 1, his bear has been brought back in. If they kill the bear first, that's extra golden experience. They dunk down the hero.
Use your bow.
Killing off Koikva. Dead for the 2nd time. As net worth-wise, he's down in 5th position behind that Phantom Lancer. It looks so good here for the Axe, who's 100 gold away from Blink. Spirit Vessel is all but done for this Kunkka. Na'Vi hitting this early game timing tremendously well. Liquid need a lot more space for Storm, for Lone Druid to really farm up to hit their first peak.
Lone Druid finished off Mask of Madness, so it's gonna be much easier for him to get the root. More damage, also has that broom handle on the Spirit Bear, and now it's a smoke time. Axe has Blink Dagger flying up to him, but it's still not there. Can they find Boxy? Yes, they can.
And they get the grip. He's got Bracer and Raindrops, but the grip full duration into the core and the dunk from Mag. Dominating streak for Axe.
Good day, sir.
And they still haven't had a proper team fight, Na'Vi. You know, Supernova with Blink Call, Torrent Boat. It's just been these piecemeal pickoffs on multiple lanes. Individual heroes getting caught out.
Even though Boxy died 3 times so far, he's still gonna have a great timing on that Blink Dagger.
Yeah, you're right. Bracer, Ring of Regen, Ring of Protection, Raindrops, all these little bits and bobs. Koikvo with Mask of Madness done now. He can start accelerating his farm towards that Desolator. But again, you know, it feels like one of those games where Liquid aren't looking for that early 15-minute, you know, kind of rush forwards. Fear into Magic Missile there. Not able to dive away. The Nightmare, a bit of space for So Bad, but still not able to retreat from that Koikva Bear, relentlessly whacking away at him.
Whenever you say So Bad, I feel like you're flaming someone. And then I remember it's the name of the player. Yeah, Magical going for Spirit Vessel. Nothing that Spirit Vessel is like extremely great against in this game, but still you have great value out of the item. Minus regeneration aura, and having that extra heal, extra kill potential always feels good. I believe Heaven's Halberd should be his next item against the bear.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Tangling Claws, now the Blink Stomp. A boat arriving behind Tier 1. In comes Mag. Disruption saving up Team Liquid to buy more time for Boxy to retreat. A swap again as the Supernova lands, only clipping the Insania Avenge, and Mag's dragged back into the Tier 1. Sunray won't save him. Now an X-Mark. Mika, he's torrented and cleared up by Crystallize. The grip comes out as Quick but held in place. He's still got this bear and a 3-man stomp. Boxy stops the teamfight from Na'Vi, stampeding forward and clearing through the Kunkka. Venge and Shadow Demon still able to pump out a lot of damage, but Crystallize, free reign in the teamfight, finds the Lone Druid and doppelgangers forward. He wants Boxy desperately chasing for anything more. Na'Vi want to clear up this fight, but the supports from Liquid, they're holding out for as long as they can. As Boxy with another Blink Stomp, the PL's in trouble. Tiger turns the doppelganger out and Crystallize does retreat while Boxy's Centaur finally claiming the bounty. So bad. Doing a great job in that fight with Fiery Spirits and Sunray.
Structures are fortified.
You don't expect Phantom Lancer to rotate this early on.
Radiant's
Like,
bottom tower
you want
is
him
under
to have
attack.
that Diffusal Blade finish, but if he joins a fight, gets 2 kills, creates a lot of chaos, and it's still a great timing on that Diffusal Blade. He's the most farmed hero on the map, just rushing for it. 2 raid bands, straight into Diffusal Blade. Like, Phantom Lancer, at one point, is going to be the strongest hero in the game. Like, all he needs to do is tank up. Also, Team Liquid playing way too aggressive, using boat swaps aggressively and the disruption. So Storm Spirit, when he gets caught by X-Mark, he's straight up dead.
Yeah, Mika trying to, bolt lining around. Couldn't get out of the grasps of Magical. And you were right, the Halberd's coming for the Kunkka. Queued up. As Crystallize. Diffusal Blade ready and ready for round 2 in the mid lane. Looking to take down this objective and open up the jungle towards Team Liquid side of the map. They're going to catch Tiger here.
He's faking
Magical fakes out the torrent. And still with a jump in from Mag, they've done a beautiful job there initiating on the Shadow Demon. Final dunk. Axe finds the kill and Crystallize takes down that Tier 1. Well, Liquid's starting to fall behind a little bit here, but yeah, back to what I was saying earlier before the fight kicked off. It feels like another one of those games where Liquid are waiting more for like 25 minutes in, where their key heroes, Storm and Lone Druid in this case, really hit their second peak. But against the Phantom Lancer, I think you're right. He's the king of this castle.
You need to be getting something out of the map right now. Team Liquid still stacking, getting the farm, but your next set of items is gonna be a bit later than expected. Like your Storm Spirit, 17 minutes in, still needs 2,000 gold to finish off that Bloodstone, and you will need a BKB after that. You're playing into mana burn.
Middle tower is under
I don't know. It's very hard to itemize for Storm in this game. They have 2 saves, but then again, you're playing into Fiend's Grip, which goes through BKB. Same goes for Axe, but there's also a ton of magical damage coming out from Kunkka, coming out from that Phoenix, Spirit Vessel, you name it. Even Phoenix is going for Road of Aethas. He's just a recipe away.
And they're going to find Koikfa with a blink call from Mag. Smoke through from Na'Vi, finding Lone Druid. And every pickoff you get on this Lone Druid, shutting down his window of opportunity. Similar, it feels a lot like that anti-mage or those hard carries. Lone Druid definitely timing reliant. Kill him off a few times. Down go the bears. The more you slow him down, the less scary he becomes.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now Crystallize, stealing the stacks from Team Liquid, and those are ancient stack, triple stack. That's a lot of gold. Kunkka finds a very nice item, Vambrace, so that's gonna tank him up. Phantom Lancer finds Pupil's Gift, also very nice item for him. You know, you just want to be able to have more HP on those illusions.
Boxy stampeding away from top lane.
Radiant's
Forcing a
bottom
couple of
tower is under
TPs which do
attack.
get cancelled, and now Na'Vi sticking around mid. Grab up the Shadow Demon, but a Blink Stomp from Boxy onto Magical allows for the swap and ball lightning in. Savage Roar there as Magical annihilated, even with the Sunray on him. They could not heal him through all of that displacement, dragging him back under the tier 2 almost. That's great realization by Liquid there. You know, Boxy baiting them top lane. 3 TPs, I believe. And Na'Vi got a little bit scattered.
Storm Spirit needs 1,000 gold to finish the Bloodstone, which is going to make him more tanky. And they have Mango Tree in the base, so that's going to be their mana replenish. The constant one, you don't need to buy those mangoes. You're playing against the mana burn. Full Blade Mail completed on Axe. Just a career flying to him, going for BKB next. The classic stuff.
Phoenix, yeah, you mentioned the recipe. He's halfway through it now for the Rod of Atos. Vincere with a Ghost Scepter. Still going to get found here by Ilias. Magic Missile trading with the Nightmare. Blink Call from Mag. And Vincere just going to get burnt down by the Sunray and dunked.
Radiant's bottom tower
Okay,
is
using
under
this
attack.
opportunity now to show out on the map, get a bit of lane farm. As Tiger back in that jungle, Boxy. He's not going to get found. X-Mark just out of range there for Magical.
It's becoming scarier and scarier for Team Liquid. Phantom Lancer getting so much out of the map. Now he's putting pressure on the tier 2 tower, level 15, 200 extra HP on himself, and the illusion is going to help out a lot, building Mantis style. His third item should be the one that's tanking up the illusions, either Heart or Satanic.
Or Abyssal Blade.
That's also an option. I don't think it's necessary, because if you invest and then die, maybe if somehow they manage to get the kill on Roche, then Abyssal Blade is fine. Investing into Basher early on Phantom Lancer against all of these like burst damage that they have. Shadow Demon is a burst damage if you think about Soul Catcher, but Taiga decided to go for a bit of the different skill build, maxing Disruption, which I like in this. In this game, you're playing against Phantom Lancer, want to lower the cooldown.
Oh, the Bull Lightning from Mickey. Barely getting away. Tiger here, gonna give his life to save the Storm Spirit. Dragged back into the 5-man smoke rotation of Na'Vi.
Bounty.
I can't believe Mickey found that Bull Lightning away from the Blink Call. That was so close.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
And also the fact, you know, you were mentioning this Storm item build. Probably needs to go BKB or something defensive here this game. I was wondering if you can go with like an offensive item as they
Radiant's
Blink Call
middle
and
tower
Sania.
is under attack.
But yeah, the PL's Manta timing pretty much stopping any kind of Orchid build from Mickey there as Ilias Nightmaring Storm. And tangled up now as Mag looking for the Blink Call, but he's found by Boxy. The reinitiation from Centaur. A boat will land in onto the bear, save up Mag's axe for now. And Liquid trying to get the hell out of there. As Na'Vi expend a lot of their teamfight ultis, Liquid are looking for another little cycle into the teamfight. Crystallize though, the PL has moved forward, burning all of Mickey's mana. The Blink Call from Mag, and they're shredding the Storm. The swap back, is that enough time? Mickey, he's gonna pop his little wandy wand and zip back to the right hand side. Koifa's still going in on this. The bear doing a lot of damage, finally loses it, but resummons and immediately turns back to battle the PL. Disruption. Savage Roar, they can't find the real one just yet. They're pinging it now. But Magical still alive. This Kunkka is a massive threat for Liquid, and Shadow Demon has been left to his own devices. Crystallize will find a clear-cut, simple kill.
The problem is, Phantom Lancer can do whatever he wants in these fights. He also has Nether Shawl, so that's quite nice. Magic resistance. -3 armor, you really don't care about the armor. You're sitting at 23 armor at the moment, so you're not gonna even feel that -3. Okay, Mickey. Going for Aghanim Scepter. Seems like on the Storm Spirit. The pull, they don't have the best combo with it unless somehow they manage to use like Soul Catcher, 3-4 man stomp. They get Magical on the mid lane. Big zip. Where's Quakewa at? This could also open up the Roche for them if Quakewa is closer.
He's too far away down bottom lane. Magical just sitting mid, getting caught out by, you know, again this Blink Dagger Boxy hero. Whatever he's on, the initiations and the calls to go on targets always seem to be on point from Liquid. It is only a 2k lead for Na'Vi right now. You've got to be scared about the scaling nature of Lone Druid and Storm. Mickey going to potentially find the Phoenix. He tried to Sunray TP out at this one. So bad, left with nothing but a Rod of Atos. But in comes Boxy. Look who's here again.
Oh, Boxy, what a bro. Broxy, he actually left him the kill. Like, was pretty sure that there's going to be double-edge follow-up. He's like, yeah, man, I know you're going to do it. So he straight up walks away, but then Boxy with the bro play. And Vengeful Spirit, she was
I need this kill.
Yeah, she was farming a lot in this dead lane on the bottom where no one else could, which gave her Ghost Scepter on top of Pupil's Gift. So that's a lot of stats in terms of strength. And now you have a way to aggressively use Swap and still manage to survive because of that Ghost Scepter against the PL and the Illusions.
So Liquid with a couple of answers to the PL now. Storm Spirit, and Aghanim Scepter. Does the bear have Mjolnir? I saw Maelstrom and now he's switched into Basher, but I feel like he finished off a... Where is Kuikva's bear?
It's done.
In Fountain.
Mjolnir is done. So that's one way
charge.
With PL and the Illusions. Phantom Lancer, as you suggested, going for that Basher. It's already done.
Yeah, another way to catch out that Storm Spirit, keep him locked down.
Stupendous.
A static charge is going to pop off, it feels like. Put it on the bear. Every time he's being whacked at. All the lightning going to zap out PL Illusions.
So Mika's going for more greedier build, getting that Aghanim Scepter. They have a lot of saves. Swap, they have Disruption, which is maxed out, and even Boxy is getting Lotus Orb, so they can get rid of Fiend's Grip, X-Mars to spot, Return It, Battle Hunger, Abyssal Blade, Spirit Vessel, Rod of Atos, you name it. That's going to be a pretty big item once Team Liquid farms it.
Crystallize trying to break any kind of smoke from Liquid. They float on past each other, but I believe Axe and Storm spotted one another as the Blink Stomp from Boxy, initiating on Axe. Liquid trying to find that pick off, but not committing for it. Boxy's just been left alone, bashed up as Storm finds the Axe on the left-hand side. The two offlane initiators, they are being focused down. Mag's still alive though, as the crystallized PL giving chase, banished there from the Shadow Demon, creating some Phantom Lancer illusions, and a very spread fight, leaving Insania isolated off to the west. Means Liquid have got to disengage. Lone Druid Spirit Bear's in a bit of trouble here. X marked up, lost all his mana. Mickey focusing the PL, zipping over the top of him, but he can't do too much as he's gripped up now from the Bane. Disruption, it saves him. He's got 9-1 charges and a potential zip away. Mickey makes it out of there. No call from Mag. Now the Blink Stomp. Boxy's back in. They're trying to bring down Magical. He's trapped in the middle of all these Liquid heroes. Crystallize can't burn any mana of Boxy because he's got none left. Poison's still stacking up, and Kuikva, the big bad bear, very threatening here. And Na'Vi, they disengage. Now 5v5 fight, and the only hero we lost was the Vengeful Spirit.
And that was beautiful Dota to watch from Team Liquid. They only lost Venge and one bear, but the way they're spreading, Taiga's positioning, using some clutch disruptions, that's very nice to see. They also need to play in and out against the PL, reset a couple of times. You can't just go in and try to kill a hero if Ghost Shift is used.
On the Storm Spirit right now. That's a pretty big pickup. Bane looks like he's in a lot of trouble. You see the heroes swarming down towards the Ilias. Bane silenced, found by Boxy and Mickey. Quite a simple takedown. As Phoenix also being zipped upon, but he dives away very wisely. Already retreated far enough back.
Dire's top tower has
But here's the threat of that bear. You find a pick off, just a position 5 support, but you're in position to take objectives so quickly with that Demolish, Mask Madness, Blightstone. 183 bonus damage on the bear.
Liquid does not know about this. It should be a free Roche for Na'Vi. Storm Spirit, how's his mana? He's full, just TP'd back to base. Insania pinging it out. Roche
Double damage though. And how does the Lone Druid get here? He has no TP on his hero. And they found out Insania's Venge. He's delayed the Roshan now as Boxy blink in with a zip from Storm. Trying to get out of the fight though. Mickey does not want to stick around. And Liquid losing position 3 and the 5. As the Storm Spirit, who's he got here? They've picked up Ilias, a little freebie on the Bane, not too bad, but Koikva forced to ulti, as in comes the Torrent, and Crystallize chasing him down. First hit bash, why the hell not? Blink Stomp, Boxy's there, but the call from Mag, even better, with his Blade Mail up, turning to spin, and take down that Koikva bear. Sunray will heal them back up as well, while Na'Vi with the DD still up on Crystallize, finally expiring. Can still dip back into Roshan if they want to.
Team Liquid's team fight is strong, but if they lose one of these saving heroes, it feels like they can't go in and fully commit. Also, if Koiko gets caught, it's a pretty rough one. So this should be an easy Rosh for Na'Vi. Also buyback from Boxy, so that's gonna delay his Lotus Orb.
Oh yeah, you're right. Storm, 150 off Ags, so he'll have that next fight for sure.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
It just feels bad for this lone druid to die like that. It's one of those heroes where the decision making is super important. You know, do you sit on a lane and push it towards tier 3 and maybe go high ground while your team is fighting? Or do I join to maybe try and swing the fight, as Insania found in the trees? He's looking just to position himself there behind Na'Vi. Maybe get Observer up on the high ground as well. But it was never to be.
It's fine if Insania dies there. He is fishing for any kind of information, so the rest of the team can farm the enemy jungle. Right now they can't fight into Phantom Lancer, who's level 21 and about to finish Abyssal Blade. Phantom Lancer, oh man, he even finds Orb of Destruction. Good luck.
Have fun dealing with that. Ilias again, gonna Nightmare himself to buy time, as Na'Vi dodging that initiation from Liquid.
Over here now.
So Na'Vi in a good spot here to really pressure that tier 2 mid lane. As Phantom Lancer doppelganging up onto the high ground in this dire jungle. Make sure Boxy doesn't have any free farm there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Phantom Lancer will be taking control of this game. Right now he's the strongest hero on the map, and in the next 20 minutes he plans to keep that way. You know, I don't think anyone can really contest PL. Maybe Shadow Demon with the Soul Catcher and the Disruption, but Disruption needs to be used offensively, which means that Swap needs to be ready.
And Na'Vi, like you're saying, definitely in the driving seat right now. If there's something... Oh, Tiger. Caught down bot. Fiend's Grip. That's going to be that. Quite simple from Na'Vi. As they still hold 3 heroes mid. Abyssal Blade. Jump in from Mag. Swap back. Not good enough. Tiger buys back, but Mekka has already fallen. Your Storm's dead for 70 seconds. What did he swap?
I was watching the bottom lane.
Damn, I wish I had a little replay button. Not great. I was just about to say, if there's one thing you can rely on from Team Liquid, it's their team fight synchronization.
And
Not
man,
working out in that way.
Thorin Storm. Whenever Kanka gets Aghanim Scepter, he also went for the Talon, so he's preparing for it. Torrent damage, Torrent AoE. Good luck fighting against that. It's a pure chaos. Phantom Lancer illusions. I mean, he still needs to farm pretty much the whole thing, but he will get it eventually.
Such a disruptive ability. Like if you're relying on, you know, you've been talking this whole game about the placement of Insania with his swaps, the Shadow Demon Disruption. If they get clipped by a Torrent while you need that real clutch save to come out, it can make the world of difference here, as they do find the Blink Call onto Koikva. This lone druid completely out of position, dunked down in Insania. Ghost Scepter to try and get away from Crystallize, but Na'Vi running over Liquid right now. 11k lead, breaking high ground, still have Aegis for another minute and a half. Lone druid and Venge, they do have buybacks available. And Liquid smoking up from their fountain, getting ready to mount a defense. Insania buys back, not wanting to waste Lone Druid's one just yet. Banish and Soul Catcher there. Crystallize just going to doppelganger it all away. Shadow Demon Illusions sent forward towards Ilias as Boxy. Blink Stomp initiation turned with the Abyssal Blade. In comes the AoE Vortex, catching out the back line of Na'Vi. Magic Missile there, but the Supernova down, and they can't focus that one. Ilias will pop to Tiger, as the dive into the base going to be held. Na'Vi still thinking about going for it, though. Phantom Lancer and this Kunkka, very powerful.
So that's 2 buybacks. You could not kill anyone
Storm.
long.
There's the Vortex yet again. Mickey trying to cause chaos as the Lone Druid backstabbing. Blink call from Mag misses. X-Mark back into the torrent onto the Shadow Demon. They focus the Bear and onto the SD as well. But Insania swaps Tiger back into the base. Now DD Rune spawning bottom is huge for Crystallize. Aegis expiring in 20 seconds.
Taiga understands what his job is. Like, I need to create illusions out of the Phantom Lancer, otherwise we are really lacking in the damage department. But look at that item, Telescope, Ether Lance, Cast Range. Every single time I see Shadow Demon, he somehow manages to get Telescope.
I'm over here.
Oracle as well. And the Vortex into the Stomp. Magical, still very healthy. 3,500 HP with a BKB yet to be popped.
Back so soon.
Almost an impossible target there. As Liquid throwing everything they can to defend their high ground. To be honest, Na'Vi, they are struggling to break it.
No Aegis. Also, one of the issues that Liquid is facing right now is they didn't kill Egg a single time in this game. Like, Lone Druid can't really just focus it down. They need to deal with the rest of the heroes. So having a guaranteed Egg, which is on level 3 right now, is kind of a problem.
Relying on that big initiation from Storm and Centaur.
Radiant are scanning.
Na'Vi just have to make sure that they don't have 5 heroes clumped up together and everything should be fine. Liquid smoking out of their base right now. But Na'Vi are over towards the Dire Triangle. Liquid still thinking about moving over there. It might be time for a Na'Vi smoke themselves. Phoenix holding one. And just spreading out between this bottom and middle lane while Magical's Kunkka hiding behind tier 2 top.
Whenever I see these circles on the hero portraits on the top, it always feels like they're smoked right now. And Phantom Lancer just glowing, so that's a full butterfly.
Dire are scanning.
2,500 HP with Butterfly. Very difficult
Goiko sees
target
that,
for them.
instantly queues up Monkey King bar.
Mag leading the charge. The pings come out. I don't know if they saw... Oh, the Sentry Warder's there. Yeah, they saw the Mag come out and maybe a little Maelstrom proc bounce over to him. And Liquid wanting to fight around the outpost. Blink stun onto Magical. He still has BKB, but losing half of his HP and the AoE Vortex. Mickey there, catching them all together. Sunray once again from the Phoenix, causing problems for the Lone Druid as a Blink call, catching Koikva. Bear's about to drop. Savage Roar from the hero itself as this Storm Spirit into the back, finding Ilias, but the Supernova down as Magical trying to retreat. They swap Boxy in and out. He comes and goes with a Stampede. Liquid retreating to reset and finding Crystallize. Vortex, but where's the Blink Stomp? He doesn't have mana for it. The jump in still good though. It's Crystallize. Doppelganger, 200 HP. Pops his Manta, turns the fight. The illusions, they're gone. Liquid find the PL, they kill the Kunkka, now the chase towards Mag. Blink ready as the Axe gets himself out of danger, but Lacoste, what happened in that fight? What went
Tiger
wrong?
doing so much. The way this fight started, they focused down. The Kunkka cut his HP in half. Bane was, do I save him? Don't save him? With the Nightmare decides to Fiend's Grip, Shadow Demon, and then Storm Spirit blinks in and just hits him with the Mindbreaker, stops that ulti, which allows Taiga to do whatever he wants in that team fight. Like, his positioning was extremely good. And now he's level 20. And the amount of damage that you deal with Shadow Poison, with the talents, extra damage, extra cooldown, is insanely good. And I love that Taiga right now is just using those disruptions to deal damage with PL illusions.
And Liquid spread that fight so well. And Koikva kind of looked like he was stuck on the left-hand side. It was a decent jump in from Mag, the follow-through from the PL, you know, 2 heroes chasing into the lone druid, but then you've got Stampede swaps, and the Ball Lightning Storm then spreading the rest of the fight off to this right-hand side of the jungle, forcing the other 3 heroes to try and deal with him. And there's that team fight synchronization from Liquid. There's tier 4 items starting to come out. Magic Lamp for the Radiant, going to be given to the Phoenix. On the Dire side, we've got Ninja Gear, Shadow Demon, Havoc Hammer on the Centaur. That's pretty huge against PL and the Illusions, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of damage, especially on a hero like a Centaur who has, what, 4.6 strength gain per level. Right now, he's at 140. So do the math, Gary. 140 plus 225. That's actually like 400 AoE damage with the slow and a bit of pushback.
That's really damn nice. Storm Spirit still holding on to Mindbreaker. Lone Druid, where's his bear? Broom Handle and Ring of Aquil are there on the actual hero itself. Tiger just going to be spamming that Ninja Gear, hiding away inside the smoke. And Insania, it's his turn to get the telescope. As Roshan, 25 seconds away from respawn. Boxy, stomp on the PL. Liquid, mounting a defense around their outpost. 5 seconds before timer. I guess that was the Phoenix dive that manages to grab it. So Radiant taking both of them.
Stupendous.
Roche will respawn in 7 seconds.
Dire are scanning.
How are we buyback wise?
Or Boxy. Look at him, he knows the jump is coming. He's just preparing for that Mag Axe to make the initiation, but he wasn't ready for this one. Called and dragged back into the PL with the Rod of Atos there. Na'Vi tickling Boxy with a Sunray. Torrent now down to about half health, but he's got Static Charge and Lotus Orb on him.
Look at Taiga's positioning. He's all alone on this side. Let's see if he creates illusion from PL. Oh, have a camera drop for Na'Vi as well. I really disliked that item when it first came out, but it received a couple of buffs, and now it feels very good on certain heroes. Like Axe is a great holder of it. Same goes for Kunkka. Kunkka, for now, just holding onto that Princess Knife. Hex, 1.5 second duration against Storm Spirit. Could be crucial, also building Hex for himself.
Nice stomp with the disruption onto the PL as well. This is a perfect start to the fight from Liquid. Magical being shredded as a dive from Crystallize. Trying to find Insania, but the Stampede and the Ghost after there as the Ball Lightning. Catching the PL. They've blown him up. Crystallize is down with no buyback for a minute and a half. Liquid, they need to get more out of this. Give chase, go find them, but the Supernova zones them back, killing off the bear. Liquid, a Ball Lightning forward. Tiger, where did he come from? Jumping forward, aggressively playing onto the Phoenix. Down goes so bad, and Roshan is open for Liquid.
That's cheese and ages, man. Taiga is single-handedly winning a game for Team Liquid. That Aghanim Scepter, he uses illusions on Phantom Lancer and finds the real one, gets Demonic Purge on him. It's 3 charges, you cannot dispel that. It's still magical damage. What is he holding? Orb of Destruction. He might consider swapping back to that Nether Shawl if Shadow Demon decides to use 3 ultis on him.
Yeah. That's insane. But you couldn't have asked for a better fight there from Liquid on that high ground. Na'Vi very boldly walking up the ramp.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
Boxy was
is
just
under
there,
attack.
ready and waiting.
Radiant structures
Literally,
are
like,
fortified.
like disrupting PL, stomping 2 heroes behind him. Nobody found the Storm Spirit, and it's Mickey now with Aegis. She's on the Lone Druid.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
Liquid have
has
turned this
fallen.
game. Net worth leader was up to about 15k not too long ago. Now only 3,000 for Na'Vi. As the teamfight execution has been beautiful from the Liquid lads.
Radiant's bottom
High
tower
ground
is
breach,
under
the blink
attack.
call, catching the bear. Can't bring it down without the Rod of Atos, and there it goes.
After Bear dies, you instantly go back. Now they are in control. If they keep doing this, like I like how at one point Taiga realized I should use Disruption on Phantom Lancer. And after that, they started winning team fights.
Yeah. So he just sends them after the Bane or the Phoenix, burning all their mana. And then you lose a lot of your team fight efficiency from Na'Vi, having to handle the strong PL. Flicker on that Radiant side. I think that's their last tier 4 item. Yeah, it sure is. Well, this has been the spot for Liquid. Now there's Radiant Observer Ward and Sentry on the high ground that scouts them out. It doesn't look like they've got anything to deward it here. So Na'Vi with full vision of Liquid right now. They're smoked up and they are ready and waiting. Mickey. He is out pretty far forward, but he has Insania backing him up with level 3 swap, telescope, super long range defensive ability. And they've spotted the Axe under the Sentry. Axe mark on Insania there. Who's going to save him? They're waiting. They don't want to disrupt him. Blink Core stun onto the Axe as Crystallize. They're gripping up Tiger. The Shadow Demon forced to self-disrupt as Phoenix buys back. He got blown up. Now the zip in, the AoE Vortex. Phantom Lance is still full HP as they do dodge out the magic missile and catch the bear with a Blink Call from Mag. Lotus Orb on him as Koikva turns the fight with the Torrent and the boat. Landing in and clearing out the bear. Insania's left all on his lonesome. And Liquid, full retreat.
Yeah, I think this fight shows how much Shadow Demon is doing in those fights. If he's dead, they can't take the fight. There's no illusions of Phantom Lancer, there's no demonic purges, and Soul Catcher has to be one of the most underrated spells in the game in terms of, you know, not seeing the damage coming out from it. Storm Spirit, he is getting closer to level 25, just needs one extra creep wave.
Insania buys back. They don't have one on Shadow Demon, and Boxy, he went for this Blink Stomp after the Vortex, loses his life for it. The repair kit onto the tier 3. Na'Vi still 5 heroes ready as they look to breach this Liquid high ground. It's not easy though. Koikva gets his bear resummoned. Abyssal Blade's still about 800 gold off, and Storm just continually ball lightning it in, but he's been hexed up. In they jump with the chain stuns. The swap back though, Insania goes Scepters before the Abyssal Blade lands, and Boxy walks himself out. The magic damage onto the Venge is troublesome as Mickey swapped in to save the Venge. And Mickey ball lightning's away, so Na'Vi, they commit. They don't lose anything.
Yeah, right now, Liquid does not want to take a fight. They're just buying time until Shadow Demon is out. Even though they still have Aegis for a full minute. Cheese was already popped.
And still 2 charges on the repair kit. DD Rune bottom for the Phantom Lancer though. Could mean Na'Vi go in again. He's waiting to pick it up with Kunkka and Axe a little distant there. Oh, so bad finds Lone Druid Courier.
Bounty.
Abyssal Blade delayed. And now Shadow Demon's alive, you were right. Liquid, they want to fight now. Gem for SD. Radiant Scan does connect on them. Na'Vi knows this is coming. Mag, Shadow Bladed up, he's got a gem himself. Are they gonna spot him out? Abyssal Blade initiation, but the PL disrupted. The illusions will come, and the Blink Stomp is there. Magical's Kunkka, Nightmare save with the BKB, and he's gonna throw his spells out as the boat and the torrent come crashing in onto 2. Boxy and Koikva both caught up in it as the Centaur is shredded. The Fiend Script finishes him off, and Koikva X-Mark dragged back into the waiting arms of Na'Vi. With a torrent, he tries to savage draw pushback, but the Lone Druid is falling quickly. Storm Spirit gonna ball away from this fight as Mag also able to deal with the rest of Team Liquid. 2 heroes dead with no buybacks.
Finding Shadow Demon once again in a fight. Acts that Shadow Blade, the gem pickup, allowing them to see any kind of vision, so he knows that he can initiate with that Shadow Blade, having no vision on him whatsoever. He even has Flicker to dispel things on him, which is pretty damn nice.
Crystallize moves up onto the top tier 3. I think that's now all of the repair kits gone from Liquid. So a lane of barracks opens up. Mid lane still being repaired as Mag and Magical trying to spread across multiple lanes. Feels a little risky here from Na'Vi, but they know that Lone Druid definitely doesn't have buyback.
Dire's middle tower is
Centaur
under attack.
as well. As they do ball lightning in, Liquid looking for the axe, but he BKBs and walks away. Rod of Atos into the X-Mark, zip out. Mickey barely scraping away with his life as the fleet of ghost ships. They're still coming, the sharks are landing. So melee racks top for Na'Vi. Stamping their mark on this game now, 48 minutes in, 32 to 23.
Has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are
I
under
got
attack.
bought full gem.
Radiant structures
Oh,
are
they nearly
fortified.
caught Crystallize there, but it's opened things up for the Hex and the Stun. Onto Mickey, swapped back. As PL Illusions shred through Insania. And even with Liquid standing strong, the onslaught from Na'Vi, the Phantom Lance are hitting this massive peak now. 30k net worth, Satanic done with Butterfly as well. And they don't have a proper answer for him. Even with these Soul Catchers, they Nightmare save up Magical. Again, Ilias on the money. Knowing that that zip is coming after the Soul Catcher.
Last set of racks is for Team Liquid.
Disrupt PL, Blink Stomp from Boxy. In comes the Storm. Where's the Vortex? He doesn't have it. Crystallize now getting chain stunned up. But he's got the Abyssal Blade, but the Fiend's Grip there. The Supernova dropping as Mickey Storm destroyed and buys back immediately. Liquid still holding on to this final lane. Storm again. He's going in deep, but Na'Vi, they've retreated. Crystallize, X-Mark. He's going to be dragged back here after healing in Fountain. And they Nightmare up Boxy. Traded back onto the Illusion. Boxy, can he get out of this one? Crystallize, giving them a chase down. The jump from Mag, catching Lone Druid and the Bear. The Vortex is there, but the Nightmare save. Crystallize yet again, kept alive by Ilias. That Eon Discon Phoenix allowing him to get out, and there's the Abyssal Blade. Stomp to try and buy time for Mickey. They kill off Crystallize. The PL's down. Liquid holding on for dear life as Magical goes for the BKB TP. The Bear can't get in there with the Basher. Doesn't have the Abyssal Blade yet, as Koikva doesn't have the money for it.
Everyone managed pretty much to get out. The only casualty they lost is Crystallize. Storm Spirit still chasing. Axe used buyback. If they can catch him, that would be pretty big. They also lost a gem on Navi's side. Any big items? Yeah, Kunkka investing into that Aghanim Scepter, so that's going to be pure chaotic team fights. Ghost Ship Fleet, random turrets spawning. If it just clips you at the right time when you need to use like a swap or disruption, it could be very crucial.
Shadow Demon buying the book for himself. Trying to get to that level 25.
Oh, it's a game changer. 400 extra demonic purge damage on top of Aghanim Scepter. You deal 2.7k damage before reductions if you use it on the one target.
That's what we usually see, right? Is the Demonic Purge talent. I'm
Yeah.
just wondering in this game, do you think about the 2 charges of disruption?
You can solo kill a core with just using those 3 charges. There's no way of dispelling that, but
Yeah.
both of the talents are fine here. When you think about it, against the Phantom Lancer, creating illusions, that another set of illusions, or just using one to get PL illusions and saving one for defensive abilities.
Phantom Lancer winning out in the mini games as well. Queuing up Skadi. What does he get rid of here? Get rid of treads?
Yeah, you don't need treads.
Diffusal Blade just still feels so valuable on the PL.
Centaur's having a lot of issues because he's the tanky frontliner. All his mana is being burned, so sometimes he doesn't even have an ability to use Hoof Stomp and the Stampede.
Yeah, not going to go for BKB into that heart now. Getting ourselves back underway. 18k lead here for Na'Vi in game 2 of this best of 3. There's a game of Defend the Shadow Demon. Insania running around with a Helm Creep now. Little Centaur to add another stun to the mix.
Do we have anything big approaching for Team Liquid? Venge, level 21. Lone Druid is level 26. He already got his talent. Same goes for Storm Spirit. Centaur. Well, here, maybe it's a good thing to get Retaliate Aura against the PL and the Illusions, but Hoof Stomp duration just feels better. The thing is, he doesn't have enough mana in the fight to actually use
Dire
multiple
are
Hoof
scanning.
Stomps.
Yeah, that's definitely a big problem. And bottom lane is pushing in towards Radiant with double catapults. Na'Vi. I guess they can X-mark someone to TP back, clear out the wave when it hits the tier 3, and still set themselves up for a fight around the Dire base. But it feels like that bot lane is where they want to collapse into anyway.
Roche just spawned. Oh man, it's a refresher shard. If Kanka gets that, AoE Storm, Torrent, Ghost Ship Fleet. He also queued up refresher for himself. Double Hex and double BKB on top of that.
Spellcasting Kunkka.
He understands that real damage dealer in this game is Phantom Lancer, who's level 27, Doppelganger cooldown talent. So you can be spamming those illusions much more often.
Na'Vi grouping up around that Roshan, still holding high ground while Phantom Lancer solos it out. Koikville just going to poke his head in there, scouts out Na'Vi as the Observer Ward Sentry combo finally getting dewarded. So Liquid now lacking vision, lacking information. But Ninja Gear from Tiger. That's actually a straight up smoke. As Liquid move into position. Roshan, half health. The long wraparound as the scan connects on SD. Tiger's baiting them here. Na'Vi think Liquid are coming from that right-hand side, but it's from the left with a 3-man Vortex. Stomp there as well. Ilias being focused. Gets the Nightmare off just in time to buy himself a little bit of space. But Crystallized, Manta dodging away from everything else. The BKB from Magical swinging into Tiger. Shadow Demon down. The Torrent Storm and the floating Sharks just destroying the SD as Boxy now left alone. Far western side. In comes Mickey yet again with the Vortex AoE. A Savage Roar sending Na'Vi back. But Mag, blink call onto Boxy, gonna drag him into the fight with the X-Mark now as Na'Vi holding the line. Fiend's Grip. I can hear it, but I can't see it. And Liquid, they've got to fall back to defend tier 4 as a creep wave is in there. So Roshan available again for Na'Vi. Storm defends mid. The rest of Liquid still sticking around on that high ground near the outpost.
Mag once again found Shadow Demon, which resulted in Taiga dying, not managing to cast any spells after the first disruption. It was also used to force a buyback.
The blink call on 2! Finds the Lone Druid and the Vengeful Spirit, but the Abyssal Blade onto Mag. He's got no follow-through. Where's the rest of his team? They're focusing Boxy, who's so tanky. Crystallized finally comes in, hexing up the Centaur with the boats flapping down, but Insania swaps him around. Boxy's out of there. The Vengeful Spirit pretty happy to lose her life in exchange for Boxy's one. And Axe is dead without buyback. 110 seconds.
Storm has no mana. Now they're straight into Roche Pit. Liquid knows if they lose this fight, the game's probably over. We need to contest this, so they're sending out Illusion from Insania to scout things out. Shadow Demon needs so little to get level 25.
Liquid dewarding as Magical gonna find a double damage bottom. Hold that for your PL.
Double damage.
This game's still very close. It all comes down to buybacks and really the raw initiation power from both of these teams has been overwhelming.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
Whenever I see Team Liquid playing, I know the game's gonna be like, either they're gonna throw the game, not gonna be able to finish it, or they're gonna make some great comeback.
And it feels like the comeback is starting to swell here for Liquid. You can feel the fans starting to roar as they pick up momentum. Na'Vi jumped upon. Mickey finds the Bane, starts him up. Phantom Lancer trying to turn back, but the stomp from Boxy, the key target there. Nightmare save, it crystallized. Pop Satanic, Supernova in the back with a Sunray, taking care of the Spirit Bear as the Abyssal Blade bouncing Boxy back in towards Crystallize. Shadow Demon does get disruption, and Boxy still hexed up now. Does he have buyback? The answer is yes.
There's no point in saving buyback at this point. Just use it straight away.
Crystallize. He wants
That's
Koik though.
If they can kill it, I believe that's game, Gary.
There's no more bear. And Lone Druid is in trouble, the actual hero himself. The Vortex catching 3 again. Mickey with these initiations, causing issues as the Savage Roar pushes Crystallize back, but he gets a bash onto Storm. Tiger on that high ground, chased by Crystallize. As Boxy, the buyback from him, they're ignoring the Centaur. They want to get Koikfa instead. Lone Druid down for 100. Now they come back for Boxy. The Centaur falls. Mag with a double kill as he respawned. Roshan being pinged out now.
No bear, that means no real damage. Storm Spirit might go in, but there's no real follow-up. Also no buyback on the Lone Druid, so that's Cheese, Aegis, and Refresher for Na'Vi. Kunkka has enough gold to actually pick up full Refresher and have Refresher shards, so we might see like 9 ships and a bunch of torrents.
Mickey!
Did he get anything? No, he didn't.
No. He was TPing back to base anyway. I think he was just trying to see if he could maybe kill someone with such a long zip. Or at the very least do chip damage before the push comes.
Illusion.
Na'Vi smoking towards them. They've stomped out this comeback from Liquid so many times. And there, yeah, like you've been saying, Kunkka with the Refresher Shard still has a ton of money saved up in the bank. Tier 3, 1000 HP. Very simple here for Crystallize with that Orb of Destruction. And Mag, Shadowblade, Invis, scouting and looking for the target. As Liquid just going to give up this lane. They know without Lone Druid they don't have enough damage. Centaur with no buyback for another 6 minutes. Alive in 30 seconds. But it's tier 4 time for Na'Vi. Straight into the objectives. Storm's got to do something here to delay this push. Using all of his mana to zip in and out, chipping away at Crystallize. As they disrupt the Phantom Lancer now. Illusions pretty much immediately dealt with. He does have another charge on that disruption though. Tiger going to make some more PL illusions as Mickey thinking about jumping again, swapping Magical in. Insania goes Scepters and tries to walk back towards the rest of his squad. Getting hounded here. One of those illusions of Crystallize though. Na'Vi jumped on with a 3-man Vortex. Where's the Blink Stomp though? Where's the follow through? Ilias and Magical, the swap back, puts the Kunkka in an awful spot. He gets off his Torrent Storm and the Refresher Shard. Where are the boats? He's still dropping low. Lotus Orb there, Insania found. Venge is down. As Liquid lose their Vengeful Spirit and forcing the buyback of Magical, still holding onto their base. The bear, there's no resummon. It's gone for 60 seconds, so the Abyssal Blade now incoming. Mickey, Vortex onto 3. Mags on the front lines. Where's Boxy? Comes in with a Blink Stomp. They're taking them down. Nightmare save onto Ilias himself. Crystallize has that Aegis and it's popped. Using everything Na'Vi here to try and close out this game. Creeps are dealing with tier 4s. Storm has to come and clear them out. And Boxy falling for the second time. With no buyback now means Liquid in a 3 versus 5. Their throne is exposed, and this surely has to be game. No amount of synchronization or cohesion can bring you back into this. Crystallize does drop low, but Mickey just doesn't have the damage, and Mag, he's there with a Blink Call. Eon Disc will buy a little bit of space, but it is game over. Na'Vi taking game 2.
Very entertaining